Hi, I'm Mama. Today we're going to talk about triggers. What are triggers? A trigger is an emotional response to anything. So you can have triggers that trigger you to be really happy. So if someone were to surprise you with a present, you'd be like, ah! That would be a trigger. But the most common triggers that we deal with when trying to help ourselves and free ourselves of the continuous cycles that we have in life that we want to break and move on from are the negative ones. So what's a negative trigger? I can think of several. How do you think that went?
Well, I feel it was kind of like a bad date. They say they're going to call, but I don't think they will.
Well, what makes you think that?
Well, I think you just asked too many questions.
You're just blaming me for all this? I think you make too many jokes there, funny boy.
Well, I just thought a little humor would go a long way during your Spanish Inquisition.
Is that another joke?
Is that another question?
As you can see from our examples, triggers can happen at any time, especially when you are first learning to recognize within yourself what is ticking you off. Aside from noticing the behaviors where you could be perfectly happy 1 second and then suddenly you are about to, ram the car in front of you, aside from noticing those things, you can also write down a list of everything that pisses you off. That's always a fun way because those are all triggers. Now, where do triggers come from? Triggers come from childhood. Hello, childhood, from 0 to 5, or even pre-birth, actually. That's a possibility, as I recently discovered on my own. From a baby to about 5 years old, you are obviously experiencing everything in the world for the first time. You have come from source, and now you are confined into this body, and you come from infinite abundance. Now you come from a timeline in a family line of karma of all these issues that need to be transmuted. Suddenly, from abundance to the perceptions of people around you think there's limitation. And you're gonna get really annoyed that suddenly you can't get everything you want and there's these new limitations that you are not used to experiencing. Traumas also cause triggers. New triggers can be created, of course, in adulthood with new experiences. But generally, even the adult traumas are going to mimic child traumas or childhood issues. When we do not deal with our childhood issues, they are going to grow and grow and grow until you pay attention to them. So if, let's say, you didn't feel special as a child, well, that's going to grow and grow until something bigger happens where you have these bigger events and these things, you have these circumstances. The universe is going to keep showing you these examples as you move along in your life. It's like, well, you haven't dealt with it and you still feel like you're not special, so if that's what you want, the universe is just gonna keep giving you what you think. Your subconscious dictates what you manifest and what you experience in life. And if you have not cleared your triggers, you're going to be repeating some lovely circular experiences. But the beautiful thing is, once you do notice them and once you do take responsibility for, wow, look what's been proliferating, I want to stop this now, and then you won't. That's how you break those cycles. Triggers are truly a blessing. Your emotions are a guidance system, and triggers are a big one for letting you know where there are blockages in your life, keeping you from experiencing exactly what you want to experience. I encourage you, write down a list. Start taking notice of what's irritating you. I get really irritated when people like stand in front or cut in front of me in line. Well, what does that mean? Does that make you feel invisible? Remember, the universe speaks through emotion. So what emotion are you getting out of this trigger? And look for the emotion, the matching emotion in your childhood. If it's feeling invisible, where did you feel invisible as a kid? And then you can start to map out how it's followed you. Look at all the situations and look at the emotion of those situations and map it back. You always can. And this will be the first steps for you to free yourself of these really entrapping types of situations, so that way you don't have to experience yet again another time where you feel invisible, or yet again a time where someone else is more important than you. And these emotions can finally have their say so that you can learn from them and grow from them. And in future videos, we are going to be talking in more depth about how to listen to these emotions and how to listen to this guidance system so that you can continue to get deeper and free yourself even more and more until you are finally free and you start seeing the manifestations of the brand new life you have always wanted. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Mama Melanie. I hope you all have a great day. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comments section. Have a great day.